Hi guys, this is Michael from the Board Games Chronicle. Today I have for you a very small, neat, great game from the Nuts Publishing. It will be the Port Arthur. In this video, what I would like to do is create kind of a first look material. This is not a purely unboxing. We'll look at the components, of course, but we also shall talk about the history, which is represented by this game, and also a bit about the mechanics. First thing which you can see when you take this game into your hands is very nicely produced. You see, it's like a book. It's actually second game in the Combat Rations series. The first one was 300 Earth and Water about Sparta, Persia, and now we have another big clash of two powers, Japan and Russia, fighting Russo-Japanese War of 1904 or 1905, if I remember correctly. I hope I have not mistaken this. And actually focusing on the year 1905 and the Battle of Tsushima and other battles which in the end led to the victory by Japanese. Port Arthur will allow you to depict those events on a pretty strategic level. You will have Japanese troops moving into Manchuria and fighting in Mukden. You will have the Baltic fleet coming from Europe, trying to relieve the situation. You will have, of course, naval battles connected to this. First thing is, of course, which was obvious to me when I got this game is how beautiful it is and how beautifully published. Nuts Publishing, if I remember correctly, is a French company, and the French has this, I would say, talent for doing the beautiful things. Yeah, a lot of things of culture, yeah, comes from France. So you can see it's really beautiful. When you start to open it, you don't open it like a regular box. You actually open it like book. You see, you have here a nice, let's say, colorful picture of a Japanese soldier. I'm not sure who is exactly here, but yeah, I will double check it. And then when we go inside and we get everything out, you will see another beautiful picture. So I'm really impressed by the content of the box for this game. So beautiful. What we have there? We have a rule book, which is not overly long. As usually, first thing which I'm checking is to check how many pages it has. Let me see, 14 pages, and most of them full of examples or pictures, so it's not overly complex game, as you can see, and this was planned like this. We have all the explanation, the setup, the sequence of play, the victory conditions. We'll look at the map in a moment. You can already see from the rulebook how beautiful it is. Yeah, we have also operations phase when we'll be sailing with the ships. Yeah. We have explanation of the naval battle. What I like in the naval battle is, combination of the firepower of the ships and combination of how fast they were. It seems that the Russians were really having a pretty powerful ships. The Baltic fleet had, if I remember, yeah, around up to 10 battleships, strong battleships, but they were not modern like the Japanese ones. The Japanese ones were much more modern, quicker, more accurate, and outgunned the Russian ones. Guys, I'm not sure if you are aware, but this was not the battle which was won by Japan. This was a battle which was so decisively won by Japan that you will find hardly any other battle in the human history. I believe Russians lost all battleships. I mean all of them, destroyed or captured. The losses of Japan were superficial, something like 3 torpedo boats and 2 light ships against 10 battleships. The victory was so crushing that the peace talks, yeah, were started pretty quickly after this. Okay, then we have scoring phase, and we have also return to Port Arthur phase, because the ships will be sailing out of the harbors and then returning back. There are also some ships which will be kind of an optional to the game, which you can use if you would like to. The game comes with a 6 small dice. You will roll them, yeah, for the hits. They are very nice. I like, yeah, them being small. And we'll have also the maples for the Japanese army marching in Manchuria and being sent from the Japan proper to fight against Mukden. And you can see there are at least 2 types of those. Really cool, really nice, touch to the game. Then we have a player aid. So this is a player aid, which quickly tells you about setup, sequence, this operation phase, and then also scoring and other phases. Small, nice player aid. And then we have a token. So let me come from here. So for the tokens, we have 2 sheets of tokens. You can see Russian ones are the blue ones. And what do we have here? First of all, we have a movement factor, and then we have also the firepower factor. The colors here show where the ships are starting, which of them are in Vladivostok, which of them are in Port Arthur, and which of them will be coming from the Baltic. Yeah. You will have also initiative marker and a couple of other markers which I will show you on the map. As you can see, you have here pretty decent battleships. Suvorov, Borodino, Poltava. Yeah, they are pretty strong. And here are the Japanese ships. If you combine the number of ships, the Russians have like 7 times 4, 28. The Japanese have 22. So they have a lower number of ships. But as you can see, they are pretty modern. They are fast, 5.5s, and they are very strong, 6 battle rating. And the resolution really of a naval combat will really give advantage to them. We will be playing over the 6 rounds, and some of the ships will be arriving on the turn 4 and 5, actually the Baltic Fleet. And the Baltic Fleet, yeah, will be arriving during those 2. And we can also block the Port Arthur, and this is the marker which will be showing exactly this. The last thing which I would like to present to you is such a beautiful map here. Hardly ever I've seen such a beautiful map. This is not a big map, yeah, but this is very, very elegant, very beautiful. You should see it nicely now. So what do we have on the map? We have like 6 sea areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each of these areas is worth some control points, which later on will be scored at the end of the turn. You have like 3 harbors. You have Japan, and the ships will be here. You have Vladivostoks, and the ships are here. You have Port Arthur, ships are here. And excuse me. And you have also Diego Suarez. Diego Suarez represents the neutral port. It's Manila and so Philippines and a couple of other ports which the ships were using then. You can see also the colors corresponding here and here. And you will also see the actual Manchuria fight. If I'm not mistaken, here the Japanese troops are landing and they actually marching here. And I believe if they reach hill 203, they will yeah, also conquer the Port Arthur and disable the possibility to sail the ships, yeah, with the Russian ships. And yeah, here we have a victory point or control points which are being checked. This is a zero-sum game, so if somebody has more, not zero-sum, if you look at the net, let's say differentiator of and between both sides of control points, and then you put them here. It's up to 5, as you can see on both sides, and I believe there's a possibility for automatic victory, if I'm not mistaken. Let us quickly check it in the victory conditions. Yeah, each game lasts 6 turns, so I was showing to you the turn track. Yeah, if at the end of turn 6 the Japanese do not have an army maple in the Mukden box of the Manchuria track, so this is the Manchuria track, of course, Russia automatically wins. Otherwise, the winner is determined by the position of the CP marker on the CP track. So it's not enough for Japanese to reach Mukden and reinforce it, the siege there, but also the CP track is important. Yeah, so I believe that will be all for today, guys, which I wanted to present to you. This was a brief first look at Port Arthur, a game by the Nuts Publishing. Very interesting position about the Russo-Japanese War. Beautiful. Really, it made a really great impression on me how this game looks like. I'm going to play it pretty soon. It's a short game. I would say 45, 60 minutes tops. I hope to do some kind of a gameplay also for this, so you can see the game mechanics and how the naval battles looks like and how you can achieve the domination in this game. I hope that you like this material. I hope that you are as keen to try this game as I am. If you like this, please give thumbs up. If you like to see more content like that, do not hesitate and subscribe. Definitely will come back with more interesting materials. Also for this particular game, which is Port Arthur. That's all for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for today.